Jai Swaminarayan. Let's read the 45th passage from the second Gadhadā. It's titled, Expelling the Horde of the 51 Bhūts. And in this context, the 51 Bhūts are the three gunas, the three modes of material nature. Includes sattva, the mode of goodness, rajas, the mode of passion, and tamas, the mode of darkness. The 10 indriyas, this includes the 5 jnana indriyas of perception and the 5 karma indriyas of action. The 10 prans, which include the various functions of the body, energetically speaking, the vital breaths. The 4 antahkaranas, the inner faculties, which includes the manas, the mind, the buddhi, the intellect, the ahankara. Sorry, it's one of the ahankaras. No, wait. Sorry, yeah. No, I said that right. Mentally, I mixed up the antahkarana and the ahankara. Ahankara is the ego, or the sense of self. One of the 4 antahkaranas. Similar sounding. And the chitta, the inner reflection of the light of consciousness, often used to refer to the memory or the samskars, the impressions. The 5 bhūts, which include prithvi, earth, these are the elements, apas, water, tejas, fire, also simply known as tej in the Vachanamrut. There's abbreviations for all of these Sanskrit terms like ap for water, or jal, short for jalam, also agni for fire. Then there's vayu for wind, and akasha for space. The 5 types of sense objects, i.e. things to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. And the presiding devas of the 14 loks, the presiding forms of the divine for the 7 heavenly realms and the 7 netherly realms. So, those are the 51 bhūts, or elements. Again, the title is Expelling the Horde of the 51 bhūts. All of these constitute material nature, which can be very binding. Now, let's dive right into it, shall we? On Posh Vadhi the 1st, Samvat 1880, or the 17th of January 1824, Swami Sri Sahajanarji Maharaj was sitting on the veranda outside the east-facing rooms of Dada Khachar's Darbar in Gadhadā. He was dressed entirely in white clothes. At that time, an assembly of munis, as well as devotees from various places, had gathered before him. Thereupon Sriji Maharaj said, "All of you munis, brahmacharis, satsangi householders, parshads, ayodhyawasis," this is the new term we learned previously, ayodhyawasis, are said to be mine. So, if I was not vigilant in having all of you behave accordingly, and if you were to then behave waywardly, I would not be able to bear this. In actual fact, I do not want even the slightest imperfection to remain in those who are said to be mine. However, you should also remain very vigilant, because if you allow even a little carelessness, your footing in satsang will not last. Furthermore, as you are devotees of God, I do not wish to leave any form of improper swabhavs, deep-seated impressions, within your hearts, nor do I wish to allow any trace of mayas, material natures, 3 gunas, 10 indriyas, 10 prans, 4 antahkarans, 5 bhūts, Panchvishais, and the devas of the 14 realms to remain. Instead, I wish to make all of you such that if you offer bhakti, loving devotion, to God, realizing your true form to be the Atma, which is characterized by eternal existence and is free from all these mayic, material flaws. In fact, I wish not to allow any influence of Maya to remain within you. If all of your imperfections are not eradicated in this very lifetime, then I will take you to Badrikashram, where, by performing austerities, all of your worldly desires will be burnt to ashes. Or I will take you to Shvetdvip and burn all of your worldly desires to ashes by having you perform austerities with the Nirana Muktas. But I do not wish to allow any affection for anything except God to remain for this reason. Then all of the devotees and munis should remain vigilant. Having delivered this discourse, Sriji Maharaj retired to his residence. Later in the evening of that same day, Sriji Maharaj presided over another assembly that he had gathered together. After the arti was completed, he said, by performing sattvic karmas, actions in the mode of goodness, one goes to Devalok. This is the heavenly realm. By performing rajasic karmas, actions performed in the mode of passion, one goes to Murtyalok, the abode of earth. And by performing tamasic karmas, actions in the mode of darkness or ignorance, one is consigned to the lower realms. But someone may doubt, if by performing rajasic karmas, one attains Murtyalok, the earth plane, then that suggests that all those on Mrutyalok, on earth, should experience the same joys and miseries. So the answer to this is that although there is only one particular Rajogun, quality of passion, countless types of distinctions are created within it due to the influence of differing places, times, etc. Thus, it is not the case that there is one certain type of rajasic karma. Rather, the type of karma performed varies according to the factors of place, time, company, and action. Having said this, though, if one performs some karma which displeases the sant, the saint of God, or an avatar, a descension of God, one will suffer misery similar to those of Yampuri, the abode, the city of the Lord of Death, Yama. In this very body, here, in Mrityulok. On the other hand, if one performs a karma by which God and his bhakta, devotee, are pleased, then in this very body one will enjoy bliss similar to that of attaining the highest state of enlightenment. Furthermore, if one were to displease God and his sant, then despite the fact that one had performed such karmas that would have led one to Swarg, heaven, all those karmas would be destroyed and one would instead be consigned to Narak, the lower realms. Conversely, if one were to perform a karma by which God and his sant are pleased, then even if one were destined to fall into Narak, all of one's impious karmas would be destroyed, and one would instead attain the highest state of enlightenment. Therefore, those who are wise should behave only in a manner that would please God and his bhakta. One should even advise all of one's relatives. We should behave only in a manner that would please God and his sant, and in a manner by which they would shower their grace upon us. In fact, Agni, the presiding deva of Tej, fire, must have also pleased God and his Sant, because only then would he have attained his light. It's beautiful. Surya, the sun, Chandra, the moon, and all others who possess light must also have pleased God and his Sant by performing pious karmas, for only then would they have attained such light. In fact, all of those who are happy in Devlok and Mrityulok must have pleased God and his Sant, because it is by their grace that they are happy. Therefore, one who aspires for the good of one's own Atma should observe the Swadharma, the highest form of righteous duty prescribed in the sacred scriptures, and do only that which pleases God and his Sant. Thank you for listening. This has been the 178th discourse from Shriji Maharaj in the Vachanamrut. Jai Swaminarayan.